see you there. My name is Eric Garcia, and today I'm going to talk to you about concussions. What is a concussion? A concussion, in its definition, is a traumatic brain injury caused by a blow to the head or body, a fall, or any other injury that causes the brain to jar or be shook within the skull, causing injury to the brain. Although there may be scrapes or scars on the actual head, there may not be any other visible sign of traumatic brain injury in a concussion. The symptoms of concussions are numerous. They include a brief loss of consciousness after an injury, memory problems, confusion, drowsiness or feeling sluggish, dizziness, double vision or blurred vision, headache, nausea or vomiting, sensitivity to light or noise, balance problems, and slowed reaction to stimuli. During the recovery after a concussion, one may experience irritability, sensitivity to light or noise, difficulty concentrating, or mild headaches. A concussion is unique in its own way because it is not visible to the naked eye. Unlike when you break a bone, you could actually see the bone break. But when you suffer concussion, you cannot see the actual injury the brain sustains. The problem with misdiagnosing or not realizing a concussion early enough is that the athlete, or your common average Joe, can re-injure their brain and sustain another concussion, causing more damage to the brain. More concussions without giving the brain time to heal essentially turn the brain into mush. And I'm going to show you a physical example or physical representation of what that looks like. This physical representation is going to include two eggs, one of which I'm going to shake once violently to simulate one-time concussion. The second egg I'm going to shake violently multiple times to simulate multiple concussions without allowing the brain to heal. The shell is going to symbolize the skull, and the yolk is going to symbolize the brain. Regarding the concussions happening many times without giving the brain rest, they can lead to a lot of health ailments down the road, like Alzheimer's and CTE. How does one recover from a concussion? Well, after either the prognosis of the athletic trainer or the diagnosis of a doctor that you have a concussion, you will probably have to sit out a couple weeks from your activity or from your job that you received the concussion at. Then you will most likely, if you're at a high school for example, you have to take a concussion test to make sure that your brain has fully healed or healed enough. Now, how does one limit the possibility of a concussion? Because a concussion can happen to anybody. Sports-wise, learning proper technique is a major way to lessen the possibility of concussion. Specifically in football, learning to tackle the correct way and not leading with your head is a major way in which you can lower the risk of receiving a concussion. I'd like to thank you for watching this public service announcement on concussions. Now that I hope after watching this video you are more knowledgeable of concussions and you will take the proper steps necessary to lessen your risk of receiving one. Thank you. presentation has been brought to you by PSAs for VJA. When in doubt, sit them out.